We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pardon my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, keeping that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't want to see more? You want to see more, but you only see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all gotta pardon my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, keeping that touch with my haters.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a job. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Took this
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Ashton Doolin now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
On the ground, DJ Giddens gets it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Warriors 17, 65, 19 Lions, 18 Pioneers. Ready.
Richardson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down near the opposition's 45. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry? Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense with fun.
Pollard's hit. That football's up for grabs. Oh, the Colts got to it first. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Trap 50, trap 50. Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
First down throw here from Richardson. And no look in, that throw falls to the ground.
I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Come on. Set. Cougar Knight, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Here comes the pressure, and he's going to be dropped by the Titans. And this defense is going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Warriors 17, Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Richardson on 3rd. Down the field, he's got Pierce. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
A gain of 22 yards.
Look at 19.
First down, Colts.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. They take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. A small 4-yard chunk there. Don Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Cut to 60. Cut to 60. Cut 19. Cut 19.
3rd and 1. Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Offense staying out there on 4th. They say no to a 47-yard field goal.
71, 72.
Oh, quick throw here left side. Nice run across the 15. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. 65, 6.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts pull that in front further, 13-zip. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. Stuck this one on the ground with Collar. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 6, go.
Shotgun snap, Matt Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
50, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 17. Panther 11, Panther 11. 79, let's go. 18.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Eagles, 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. Ready.
Ward off the play fake. Got TK, complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Offense up to the line fast.
70, Timberwolves.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. That play good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming. Offense to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter down in this all AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break.
Okay,
We're
break.
ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have it, 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Again, a run with Pollard. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
He has the first over the middle. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down.
Ready up. 19, 18, 60 Maverick, 60. Here we go, here we go. 19 Lion, Panther.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 4th down.
40, 17, 18 Rattler.
On 4th down, Ward. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hey, check that. Street. Third. Trap 60, 60 Bobcat.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. To the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 24 on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
4-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Richardson back to throw. It's a screen play to Genty. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Colts,
Come on.
1st down.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 20-zip lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
Titans, nothing. Roberto
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Down.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
Colts 21, Titans 7.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 26-yard line.
Richardson now. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. Richardson brings things to a halt with enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense here another chance to take a shot on him.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So it'll be second and long coming up. But that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. On target to his man, Tony. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's got it, complete to Downs. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. Genty on the draw. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
11 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Next snap coming inside the red zone block. He picks up 9 on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. This is Genty on second. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Well-designed run. Here's Richardson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Ready,
Line up the design keeper. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready?
Tennessee to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. 69.
From the gun, it's Ward. Left side, cut by Ridley. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Working quickly here.
Left wing 19.
That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10.
First and 10 here. Ward. Ridley makes the grab downfield. And you do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
Titans first down. First and 10 at
70
the
Rangers.
32-yard line.
18. Ready?
First down throw here for Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Rex, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Again, Ward going to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
18 Cardinal. 50. Let's go now.
From the red zone on first. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Not it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Viking 18.
Another shotgun. It's Ward. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
Titans 14.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. Titans are pointing. We'll wait and see. Oh, they did get it back. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag.
On the jump.
First and 10 now from the 46.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Buffalo Panther 11. Go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's got a man left. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
On the ready.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Come on. Set.
Shotgun give here to Genty. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Colts first down. First and 10.
Genty from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Got his target, it's Tony. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
Titans 14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
7 Pirates, 79, 65 Cats, 60, Dragon, 60. Ready, ready.
Shotgun snap man award. Look at that power. Deep left side. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans shrinking the lead some in the third. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans get it back to a 14-point game.
Titans 21.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. Here's Richardson. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
70 range, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson on third. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Has his man. That's their rookie from Penn State. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. So failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
First down from the 42.
Ready! 98, Bronco 80. Ready!
Trying to throw this from the gun. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 13 on that play. And the Titans have a first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Dragons, ready.
Ward now. Looking sideline and caught by Ridley. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage is really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Giving this to Genty. He puts it back right. And he has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
70 yards. First down, Colts.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Another give here to Genty. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Genty. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got it very successfully.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 13-yard
Give up the guts. It's Genty. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 12-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Looking to throw. It's a screen play to Genty. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
Titans 28. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Robbery. 18.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. On the move. Headed right. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. And that brings up second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Let's go now. Bronco, 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther.
Second and 10 now. Ward. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. Nice drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are we doing, John? That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Colts looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Third down, they need 7.
Come on, come on. Go.
And off to Genty. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Setting up the screen. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Ready.
They're going to pass it here. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on fourth and goal. It's a design run for him. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Whether they were keyed on him expecting that run or in case of a throw, it worked either way for the defense. When the QB broke for the line, they broke with him. When they drug him down short of the sticks.
19 Lions. 70.
Throwing from his own end zone. He dumps it underneath. Pollard. And he's going to get this up to right around that 13-yard line. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Offense is set. First and 10.
Bronco 80. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
From the gun, it's Ward. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front That leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 6-18, Pioneer. Warriors, 70, 60 Mavericks. Mustang, 19.
Second and 10. Here's Ward to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Looking
to throw it. Completed over the middle. He'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24.
It's a gain of 11. And the Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard.
So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.